Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, excuse me, I have to get my blanket. Okay. So I've been thinking a lot about balance and how we need to be well balanced. And in yoga, that's very, very important. It's, in fact, at the core of yoga philosophy in our ability to maneuver through this earth. And the way it works is that, let's start with the human body. In the human body, we have our right side, our left side. And on the right side is the sun side. That's our high energy. That is our warrior side. That's the male side. On the left is the female side, the divine feminine. And that is the fluid motion, like the moon and the its effect on the tides, and it's the moon as opposed to the sun. Now, understand this is not about gender. It has nothing to do with whether you're a man or a woman or anything else. What it is about is that everybody has these two energies, the lunar energy and the solar energy, in your bodies. And what's critically important is to keep them in balance, because if you're too, hot-headed, high energy, or if you're a little too relaxed, that's not good. You want to keep them balanced. There are 7 chakras in our body, starting from the top to the base of our spine. Right in the middle, the 4th one, is the heart chakra. And it balances the 3 ethereal chakras, the 3 earthbound chakras. And its symbol is a inverted triangle representing the womb, and then upright triangle representing the male. And so the two are intersect. So you have like a 6-pointed star. That is to represent balance between all of the channels, all of our energy streams. And so focusing on our heart is very important, and we're going to do some of that today. So let's start by closing our eyes and coming inside. When you inhale, notice how your whole body expands. And the deeper you inhale, the more you will feel that expansion. Your body actually gets bigger. And when you exhale, it contracts, it gets smaller. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract, perfect balance. Continue to breathe with that thought in mind at your own pace, slowing down your exhales, making them long to help relax your body, to bring you into center. Come back to your natural breath and open your eyes. We're going to start with a heart opener. So you're going to send your arms forward in front of you, then rotate them so that the backs of your hands face each other. Then, as if you were parting a curtain, send your arms all the way back behind you. Place the palms of your hands on the mat with your fingers pointing forward. So you're leaning on your wrists. You're going to send your heart upward, opening it up to the sky, opening up your heart. And we're going to take 3, maybe 4 cleansing breaths. And a cleansing breath, you're going to breathe in through the nose and make a sigh out through your mouth. So let's begin. Let's do it together. Inhale. Ha. 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 Oh, let's do one more. Ha. And spring off your fingers and fold over your legs, bringing your heart inside. When you fold over any amount. It's early in class. Do not push. Do not force. Inhale, come back up to sit. Release your arms. Send your right arm. I'm not mirroring you, so I'm on the same side. You are. Send your right arm out to the side, palm of your hand on the mat. Bend your right elbow. Bring your left arm alongside your left ear. For a side body stretch from your hip to your fingertips. Now send your left arm up to the sky. Look up at it. Rotate your arm so that your thumb is pointed away from you. Then bend your elbow and bring the back of your hand to the back of your heart. And then press in to that spot and open up your heart up to the sky. Release, come back up to sit. Let's do that on the other side. Left arm, palm flat on the mat, bend your elbow, right arm alongside right ear. Feel that side body stretch. Lengthening as you stretch. You know, every time we stretch our body, we release endorphins, the love hormone. Right arm goes up to the sky, fingers pointed upward. Rotate your arm, thumb pointed away from you. Bend at the elbow, let the back of your hand come to the back of your heart. Put a little pressure there to open up your heart to the sky. Opening it up. Every time we open our heart, we are allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. We cannot be courageous without being vulnerable, without being brave. And then come back up, release your arms. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And then roll them in the other way. Just roll your shoulders back and forth. All right. And then come back to center. Take a deep breath, and on an exhale, you're going to twist to the right, your left hand on your right knee. Your right arm is behind your back, close to your back for support. You're looking over your right shoulder. And we know that in yoga, when we look at the past, we look over our shoulder, we're looking at the past and we're saying goodbye. Arms alongside your ears, twist back to center, to come in to this present moment in time. Inhale, exhale, twist to the left, your left arm supporting you. As you inhale, feel the crown of your head reaching up, so feel your whole spine getting longer. And when you're empty of breath, maybe you can find a little bit more space to twist a little bit more. Looking over your shoulder, maybe there are some lessons you have learned from the past, and now bring your arms up alongside your ears and bring them into the present. Bring your arms down alongside your body. Release your legs, send them out in front of you, shake them out, rotate them, and then bring the soles of your feet together. Okay. Bring your hands on your shins. And we're going to do some cats and dogs here, and which involves undulating our spine. And it again gives us balance for our spine. So your hands are on your shins. You're going to bend your elbows, send your heart forward, shaping your spine like the letter C. On an exhale, you're going to curl your spine back behind you. Again, a letter C from the other direction. And then keep going at your own pace, inhaling when you come forward, exhaling when you go behind. Allowing that beautiful shift in your spine, letting your vertebrae breathe and warm up. Let those synovial fluids get nice and warm in your joints. And that goes for your vertebrae as well. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral seat. Okay. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Again, shake them loose. Bring your hands alongside your body. And we talked about the sun and the moon. So we're going to do a little salute to the sun. But first, come to Dandasana. Dandasana is the staff pose. Your leg muscles are active. So all your muscles in your legs are engaged, so you're not just flopping them out in front of you. Your toes are pointed to the ceiling, so your feet are flexed. Your hands are alongside your hips, fingers pointing forward, elbows pointing back. You can push into the mat, or if you're on a blanket, push into that to lift your ribs north of your pelvis to make you taller. To connect with spirit. On an inhale, gather all that sunshine. Exhale, bring that energy to your heart. Inhale, sun breath. Exhale it to your heart. Once more, inhale and exhale. This time we are going to add a little movement in our legs. So on an inhale, as you raise your arms, you're going to bend your knees, keep your feet flexed. Exhale, point your toes, straighten your legs. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. A few more times. Last time. And your hands to your heart. Excellent. Release your arms. So we're going to make our way around. Take your time. And if you like to use a blanket, please do that. I like to use it for my knee. Give me a little cushion for my knees. We're going to come to child's pose, and just as a reminder for everybody, and I'll face this way for those of you who are relatively new. So there are two ways to do a child's pose. You have your knees spread apart a little bit, and you're just going to come down over your legs. And by having this space, it allows you to bring your chest closer to the mat, and you come all the way down. Your arms can be alongside your body. Totally relax. This is a relaxing, cooling pose. So look up. And the other way you can do that is your legs can be closer together, and you make your thighs into a shelf. to bring your chest onto your thigh shelf and come to your child's pose. It's a pose you can come to at any point during this class. If there's something that you don't want to do, that you would like to rest for a moment, you come to your child's pose. All right. So now we're in child's pose. And your arms now are overhead out in front of you. So the palms of your hands on the mat. On an inhale, you're going to lift your hips, bring your shoulders over your wrist, straighten your legs out behind you, bringing your heart between your arms. It wants to move forward. It wants to be open. Inhale, exhale, send your hips back to your heels. We're not going to stay here, so just for a moment. And then you're going to inhale, come back up right where we were just a few seconds ago. One more time, send your hips to your heels. Notice all your joints are working here. Lift and come forward. Okay, so from here, you're going to turn under your toes. You're going to lift your knees, lift your hips, turn into an upside down V for downward facing dog. Your heels are coming towards the mat, your chest coming towards your thighs. Your hands are energetically pushing the mat away to give you a nice long spine. And once you have this alignment, you're going to walk your dog. You bend one knee and then the other knee. And continue bending one knee and then the other knee. And then you're going to begin to travel forward, sending your hips, your shoulders forward. And then you're going to bring your knees down to the mat. And you'll come into a table, Dandasana, table pose. So in table, your wrists are under your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. And you're going to do cats and dogs from this position. And notice the difference. You have a little bit more range here in your moving of your spine. So inhale, curl your spine towards the mat like a U shape. Heart is moving slightly forward. You're looking forward. On your exhale, you're arching your spine to the sky like a Halloween cat. Inhale to your dog. Exhale. Make it nice and slow. Feel the changes in your spine. Feel the balance between each pose. Match your breath. Exhaling in your cat spine. Inhaling in your dog spine. Next time you're in dog, pause and wag your tail side to side. Just wag your tail. Come back to center. Slide your hands towards your knees. Come to stand on your knees. Okay. Everybody good? I'm checking to make sure we're still online. All right. You want to step your right foot forward, but if that's like too awkward for you, please bring your hands down to the mat first to step your leg forward. And then walk it away. Now you can keep your knee over your ankle like so. But we want to slide forward, so we need a little bit more range. So walk your foot forward. The other reason we walk our foot forward is we're going to slide forward. And when you do that, your opposite thigh, your quadricep muscles will work harder, and that's what we want, right? So you're going to bring your arms up alongside your ears, and you're going to send your hips forward like you wanted to touch your right calf with your hips. This is Anjaneyasana. Anjani was a goddess. And so we have our sun and our moon working together. So come back up to bring your hips over your left knee. Keep your right leg where it is. And you're going to send your arms out, gathering up all that solar energy and bring it down to your heart. You're going to bring your arms all the way up, and you're going to hold them straight up as you slide forward for that goddess, the lunar energy. You're going to bring your left hand down, swing it back, place it on your left thigh, the back of your left thigh. Bend your right elbow, bring your index finger and your thumb together. This is Gyana Mudra. It is a sign of knowledge. It is also the index finger as the individual, the thumb as the divine, the union of the individual with the divine. And this is your knee down, goddess. Come back up. Bring your hands to the mat, or just swing your right leg back, and we will do that on the other side. All right, so left leg goes forward. Walk it away so that you give your quads the same workout you did on the other side. Arms alongside your ears, slide your hips forward. Feel the goddess. Come back to bring your your hips over your right knee. Let's call upon the sun. Inhale. Bring that energy down. One more time. Inhale, leave your arms alongside your ears, slide forward for goddess. Right hand to right thigh. Index finger and thumb, bend your elbow. Look up to the moon, invoking your solar energy, your lunar energy. Come back up to bring your hips over your knee and bring your left leg back, however you wish to get there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is come up to stand. And we talked about this, we all have the sun and the moon in our bodies. We need to keep them balanced. We need to keep that balance too for our earth. So what we're going to do is we'll start with our mountain, but we're going to combine a sun salutation with a moon salutation. So I've gone through it, I've practiced it, but I can't promise I'm going to remember it all from side to side, but I'm going to try. Okay, here we go. Come to your mountain first. And in your mountain, you know that your shoulders are over your hips over your ankles, crown of your head reaching for the heavens, feet rooted into the earth. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let them fall, arms fall naturally by your side to become a mountain. Feel the energy traveling from the crown of your head all the way down your body to your fingertips, to your toes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, calling upon the sun's energy. And now let's begin our combination of sun and moon. All right. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over. Inhale, come halfway up to a flat back. Keep your knees bent or straight. Now, so your hands are on your shins or on your thighs. Your crown of your head is reaching forward. Your sits bones going the opposite way. Bend your elbows. Send your arms back out to the side. Come all the way up. And as you come up, you're going to step your right foot back, coming into a warrior one. So in warrior one, your legs, just check this, make sure your legs are in their own lane. Your back foot is at a slight angle. Your knee never goes past your ankle to protect your knee. This is a weight-bearing pose, and you're going to bring those arms up alongside your ears. For a brave, victorious warrior. Bring your hands together overhead. Maybe you'll look up at your prayer. You do not, that's not a requirement, it's an option. And then bring your head to neutral. Swing your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers, Yoga Mudra. Open up your heart, brave warrior. Inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to come forward, humble warrior. But this humble warrior is also a quarter moon, the shape of a quarter moon. You're going to release your arms, push your feet into the mat to come back up to your warrior. But your warrior is going to become a goddess. So bring your arms into a cactus shape for a warrior goddess. You're going to twist towards your bent knee. Inhale, exhale, go all the way around. Look at all the range you have on this side. Twist to the right. Come back to center, to the goddess warrior. Slowly step your back foot forward. Bring your hands overhead. Interlace your fingers. Your index finger becomes your stylus. Separate your feet a little bit apart. Look up at your index fingers. On an inhale, well, first you'll take an inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to trace the half moon with your fingers. You can have bent knees here. Gentle clasp, right? Bent knees. And inhale back up to retrace your moon. Release your arms. Bring your arms back down to your step your right leg back again to your warrior one legs. Interlace your fingers behind you. Send your knuckles toward the mat. Straighten your front leg. Look up. Stargazer. Release your arms, step forward. Bring your arms overhead, interlace your fingers once again. Only this time you're going to use that index finger to help you create a crescent moon to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, crescent moon to the left. Inhale, release your arms. Step your feet apart. Your arms are in a victory stance, like a warrior. But this now is also a 5-pointed star. Now curl your spine behind you, hugging the full moon. Bring your hands together. your back to your mountain spine. Bend your knees, fold over your legs to expose the new moon. Fly out, saluting the sun, out and up, and bring that energy down to your heart. Okay. All right, we're going to do that on the other side. And like I said, hopefully I will remember it. Okay. Take a few breaths first. That was a bit of work. Come to your mountain. Inhale, gather that solar energy. Exhale, fold over your legs, bend your knees. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, send your arms out to the side, and as you do that, you're going to send your left leg back. Take your time, do not rush. Arms alongside your ears, warrior one. Check your feet, check your alignment. Make sure your hips don't splay out to the side. Make sure they're square. Try to get them square with the edge of your mat. They won't go all the way because of your back foot, but go as far as you can. Prayer before battle. Bring that prayer down to your heart. Send your arms behind you, Yoga Mudra, brave heart. Inhale, exhale, come forward to humble warrior. Also, your quarter moon. Release your arms, come back up to stand. Step forward. Bring your arms overhead, widen the distance between your legs. Create that stylus with your index fingers. Inhale, and on an exhale, draw that half moon. Redraw it. Step your left leg back again. Goddess warrior. Twist to your right. I'll only be going a little bit to center. And when you go to the left, you'll be able to twist a little bit more. There's no knee in your way. Come back to center. All right. You're going to step forward, bring your hands together. All right. Inhale and exhale, crescent moon to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, crescent moon to the right. Inhale to center. Step your feet apart. Oh, I think I forgot stargaze. So we'll come back to that 5-pointed star. Hug the full moon. Step your feet together, bring your arms back behind you. Step your left leg back. Straighten your right leg. Look up at those stars, the constellations. Release your arms, step forward, keep your legs far apart. Bend at your hip creasers here for a wide-legged forward fold to expose the new moon. Gather all that solar energy, gather it up as you come up. Don't forget your knees can be bent, and bring that energy to your heart, combining the sun with the moon. All right, good. Excellent, and we still have internet. Fabulous. Okay. So when we talk about balance, we always talk also about balancing, being able to, stand on one leg. That's not really, that's only a small part of what balance is, as we just experienced, but we'll do a little standing on one leg anyway. So come to your mountain first. Come on the ball of your right foot. And we're going to do this as a deity pose. So you're going to bend your right leg. You're going to step your right leg in front of your left. Some of you may be able to line your toes up, toe to toe. If not, that's okay. You're just going to line it up. And you're going to bend your knees. Your right hand, your right arm curls in front of you, your left arm overhead, thumb and index finger together. Maybe you'll lift your right leg. Maybe not. Maybe it comes up an inch. Maybe it comes up a millimeter. Maybe it doesn't come up at all. You're still balancing. And then release it. Other side. Step your left in front of your right. You can cross over. You can just step it in front or cross over. If your toes can line up, bend your knees. Left hand in front, right overhead. Maybe you'll lift your front leg. Maybe not. And come down. Excellent. Excellent. All right, so let's make our way back down to the mat. We have a few minutes to cool down a little bit more before our meditation. So come on down. When you get down onto your mat, please take your time. You're going to sit with your legs straight out in front of you in Dandasana, as we did earlier, with your hands by your hips, fingers pointing forward, elbows pointing back, toes to the ceiling, crown of your head reaching upward. And you're just going to breathe here. You're going to bend your knees, bring your arms alongside your ears. Bend your knees deeply. You're on the heel of your feet. Inhale and then exhale, come forward, bringing your hands to the outside of your feet or to your ankle, whatever you can reach. And then begin to lengthen your legs. Begin to slide your heels forward a little bit at a time until you've gone as far as your body will allow. We respect our bodies in yoga, no pushing beyond. You can go to your edge and push a little bit, but we don't allow pain in yoga, not allowed. And maybe you'll, at the end, because it's the end of the class, maybe you'll straighten your legs out all the way. Maybe not. Any amount is good. You're folding over your extended legs. Remember, when we fold, when we bend, it should always be from your hip, not from your belly. Relax your arms alongside your legs and just hang over. Very slowly, very gently, unfold. Slowly, sliding your hands back to your hips. All right. And now the best part. Send your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. And you're going to make your way down to your back. Go as slow as you can. You can always catch yourself with your forearms if you feel like your back is going to fall. But what we want to do is engage our abdominal muscles to keep us from falling down on our back. It strengthens your core every time you do this. And when you get all the way down, bring your feet to the mat. You're going to send one leg up as if you were standing on the ceiling, and the other leg. So you're in an L shape. You're going to stay here for a few breaths. This pose allows excess fluids to drain. It improves blood flow, slows your heart, the way your heart slows when you're getting ready to sleep. Then bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Send your right leg out along the mat, your left leg along the mat. Allow your legs to splay open naturally. Your arms are rotated so that the palms of your hands face upward. They're about 10 inches or so, your hands from your body. Feel your whole back body giving in to gravity. Your cupped hands are a symbol of giving and receiving perfect balance. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath. Begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a deep full body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side to massage your back. Then come to center. Release your knees and roll over onto whichever side you prefer to come into a fetal position. We go from Shavasana, the corpse pose, to the fetal pose, to rebirth. And make your way up to sit. Please take your time. And get yourself ready for meditation. If you prefer a chair, please sit in a chair. It's important to be comfortable. I thought this week would be the perfect week for loving kindness. Well, it's always a good week for that, right? So we're going to do meditation of loving kindness. So again, come to your comfortable seat, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Don't change your breath, don't deepen it, just follow your natural breath. Something we never do. Allow yourself to feel your natural breath. Remember that when a thought comes to mind, that is perfectly okay. There's often little messengers that come to mind. And so acknowledge the thought and say later, and come back to your breath. Come back to any image that you have formed as we move through this meditation. Now bring your awareness to your heart center. And as you do that, focus on your heartbeat. Feel it pump. And bring your attention deeply inside. And this is for you. So say these words to yourself. I'll give you time to repeat them silently. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and in mind. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be happy and free. Come back to your heart center. And invite in to your mind's eye, see the image of someone or those you love deeply. Perhaps you'll invite acquaintances and people you admire from afar, have maybe never even met. Allow them in to your heart. And send them this blessing. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and in mind. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be happy and free. Take a breath, sending love to all of those you just blessed. And now invite into your circle those who have given you difficulty, those with whom you clash, some who may have hurt you, and people who have done things that you don't even know but affect you, cause you anguish, anxiety, stress. Allow them into your circle because they need this blessing more than anyone. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and in mind. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be happy and free. Continue to see your circle expanding, your heart giving more and more love out to the world. And notice how your circle expands to include everyone in this world. And send them all this blessing, yourself included. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well in body and in mind. May we all be safe from inner and outer dangers. May we all be happy and free. And bring your awareness back to your heart and feel the goodness you have just generated, the love you have just sent out. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. Bring your hands to your heart. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. Namaste.